Hello everyone. Thank you for coming and watching. We're playing some Minecraft today. Getting back to it. What's up, Butterfly? Getting back to my bridge building. Yes, yes. All right. I got all of this cherry leaves and I don't know what to do with it. I need to make a lot of posts. Can I turn them into like bushes? Oh, maybe I can like make them go around the paths or something. If I have like the path over here. Is that ugly? Slabs. I have no slabs on me. Amelia, what's up? Round, what's up? Why did the chat not show up on there? Rowan, how's it going? Hello. Okay. I'm gonna restart my app. All right, there we go. I need to fix something and I don't want you to see it. Entire screen. There we go. That should have fixed a lot of the problems. Hello everybody, welcome in. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Just relaxing, playing some Minecraft. That's all we're doing today. I just ran the wrong direction because I need to grab some more slabs. Tiger, hello. Ooh, Betty dropping the heart. Thank you for that, Betty. The cat is not showing up on my thing. I don't know why. Okay, now it's showing up there. Okay. I see that in the corner. It wasn't showing up in the corner before. Calypsy. It's just a little delay. Which I can deal with delay better than not at all. Mark built a little house, absolutely unheard of. Yeah, I'm gonna have to eventually leave it behind and just put a sign on it saying that it's a public house. But yeah, here's my my little oceanfront cabin. No place I can jump off into the water or fish or whatever. Nothing crazy. I actually... It's funny, the top there became a second level and it was going to be like a balcony thing, but then like... I leave that open? Oh, I like that. I actually like that a lot. Heck yeah. And coder overload. Consider turning down the video settings using faster encoding presets. I actually like that. That's pretty cool. Let's see from the outside. Oh, I like it. That looks pretty cool. Heck yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of my house there? Yo, what's up, Runzi? What do you think of my house? I got it right there. I'll have to build a couple of these throughout along the way. Oh. Well, I was mining cherry logs. Who just joined?
I did.
Hey, what's up? You
How's it going?
Oh, it's Betty.
I am.
Yeah, it is. Hell yeah. What do you think of the house?
I think it's really cool.
I might have to build a couple of houses like this along the way. Like every once in a while, just stop and make a big house. Yo, welcome back. Bottom floor is really empty. It's just some smelting and a crafting table. Thank you, Hatchet. When you place leaves, the cherry leaves, though, they stay, right? If you place them. I think they do.
Mm-hmm. I thought.
I hope they don't go just like disappear.
What'd you have for dinner tonight?
Taco Bell. I tried their new street taco chalupas.
Oh,
Pretty
and?
good. Yeah, they're good.
Cool.
What about you?
I made a pork roast.
Oh, that sounds good.
Pork roast and some tortellinis.
Arts and Craft. Hi, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. Someone organized my wood. That's funny. Someone was like, I can't handle this mess. I gotta organize it. They organized all my chests.
Great. Aww.
That's so funny. Oh, that's
I wish
hilarious.
I had a PC.
You what?
I wish I was on PC.
I mean, I was talking to Big Pop, and we're possibly just going to go back to the
Realm idea.
Yeah, we don't know yet because the thing about the server is that we can handle a lot more people
Yeah.
than a realm. But also, he was thinking of changing the format, the system that he's using. Right now, he's using like a Linux-based OS, and he's thinking about switching it to the Windows-based OS, which then he may possibly be able to use one of the other platforms that allow cross-platform usage. It's just can be very time-consuming for him to do so to even find out.
For sure.
So
I understand.
And he's not even streaming right now because of him just not having time with life. So what I would like actually to do is I would like to have a game night, a Discord game night. I want to get everybody together, and I would like to do like Uno or Monopoly. I put it in the chat in here in the just chatting VC thing or text chat. Art and Craft IP. I'm not the host. Okay, Big Pop, the person we're talking about, is actually the one hosting the server. To join, you have to be part of the community. So like join my Discord. It's linked in the description. If you have any problems with the link, let me know. I'll post a new one in the chat. Come and hang out with us in Discord. If you hang out with us in Discord, you'll probably just get an invite just by being part of our friend group. So that's how you would get the IP. Another way would be paying for it, which I mean I don't like that way, but if you become a subscriber on TikTok, you'll get invited much quicker because I'll just send your name over to Okay Big Pop, and when he gets online, he'll get with you message wise. But I would prefer you to join our Discord and be friends with us and hang out with us and get invited that way. Because we want people who are going to join and be part of the server and play with us and not just like come in and be like, okay, I'm going to build a house and then like leave 2 days later and never come back. So we want you to be friends with us. We want us to have a community. If you don't have Discord, I'm sorry, that is a requirement for the server because this is supposed to be like a community server, not just a place for people to build. Because we want you to be in here and be friends with us. We want to do other stuff besides just Minecraft. Like we were talking, I would like to do community game night, where I found 2 ways we could play Monopoly without having to everyone pay for it. And I found a way for us to play Uno together without everyone having to pay for it.
Can you explain? Like, what do you mean?
So I
played these games online. We used to do like mini golf with friends.
So there's 2 links I put in the just chatting. And those links are ways that we can play together without having to pay for it. They're like custom ways to play though. So one of them is not like standard Monopoly. It's like you can change it from like the properties could be like states or whatever, you know? And then the other one is Uno, but it's not like pretty and like animated, you know what I mean? It's just they're not as pretty, but they work, you know? And they're all they're both browser based.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, so I was thinking like we could all as a community set up days where we all plan to get online, and I would like everybody to get, like have a microphone, everyone be like ready to sit down for the next like 3 or 4 hours, and we all just like set a game night together as a community.
Cool. I used to do community game nights with some of my Xbox groups, and it's fun.
Yeah, I would love to do
like
that.
I said, we did mini golf with friends. That was a fun game.
What texture pack is this? So I am currently using the complimentary and the realist craft, but I'm using the Modrith app, whatever this is I was introduced to apply them, but otherwise we have them in our Discord hosted. How is it going to what texture pack are you running? I'm very curious. Looks amazing. Thank you. Are you on Bedrock or Java? Currently I'm on Java, and I'm using complementary realist craft based with fabric and iris shaders. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. But yeah, we
making a bonfire.
Yeah, but I would love to have like community game nights where we play like different types of digital board games or card games and stuff.
Heck yeah.
I want the Discord to be more than just Minecraft or more than just my stream, you know what I mean? I want it to be a community of people that everyone gets to hang out and like talk about stuff, crack jokes, do stuff like that.
So, I have a question. Are you going to do any sort of like age limit thing?
So I want everybody to be 16 or older. That's my main thing. Okay. I would prefer 18 or older, but it's really hard to police that. I'm not going to ask people to show ID. So at 16 or older, I can pretty much tell if you're 16 or older. That's pretty easy to tell. But once you get into like over 16, it's harder to tell. So TOS for Discord 16. So that's what we're gonna go by. So yeah, I want everybody to be 16 or older. We want more of a mature community, especially with like the kind of jokes we tend to run.
That was my whole thing. Like, if I'm a grown up and I'm making terrible jokes around other people's kids, like I feel really freaking weird.
I would prefer everyone to be...
Because I tell my kids to stay out of that stuff, you know?
Yeah, I would prefer everyone to be 18, but it's kind of hard to police 18. It's pretty easy for a 6-year-old to lie about that.
Yeah.
So there will be mature warnings, though. You come in, you're gonna have some mature content happening. We try to innuendo it as much as possible, though.
Yeah.
I also have all of the Jackbox games.
I don't know what that means.
So Jackbox is a community game thing where they have a lot of mini games that only one person has to own it and host it, and then everybody else just types in the Jackbox link to play. Hey, thank you for hitting that follow button over on TikTok. I don't know what that name was. I'm sorry. But yeah, Jackbox game. I would host it, and I would stream my screen on Discord, and then you guys, everybody else, would just go to a web browser, put in the link, and make up a name, and then you could play watching my Discord stream.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and you could use anything with the browser, cell phone, tablet, computer, whatever. It does not matter. Most people use their cell phones.
Have you ever played on a VR before?
Like I have not. Big Pop has a VR, but I don't.
I was gonna say it sounds like Rec Room. Like Rec Room is like this multi-game.
So Jackbox has been around since like the original PlayStation.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when it originally started,
a long time.
When it was originally started, though, it started off as like a trivia.
Yeah.
And then they've made a lot of other games since then. They have like drawing games. There's a bunch of them.
So the first time I ever did like a VR, my kids told me that Rec Room was cool. So I get on and I try it. And then I go into a lobby of like win, lose, or draw. And so I'm sitting here in the back of this room and I hear all these other people talking and there's somebody up on the stage doing something. So they're drawing, whatever. People are shouting out the answers. Next thing you know, I guess it was my turn. I didn't sign up to play. I was just watching. So I get put on this stage and then I'm talking to people that are, whatever in this room. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. They're like, on the left side of the table, look down. And I'm looking down. Oh, there's cards. Then you have to pick a card and then you have to draw in the air with this like marker thing. And I was like, oh, this is so embarrassing. It felt very live, even though it wasn't live. It did feel very like my cheeks were burning red. I was like, oh my God, I'm okay.
So yeah, there's
Sorry,
a lot
guys,
of like
my first time.
There's a lot of like little mini games in there. They'll have ones where like, it gives you like a script for something and you have to draw it. And then people have to pick which ones they like the most or which ones are funniest. Or they'll have ones that are like, it gives you a couple of words to use and you have to turn that word into a joke or something like that. And then people pick the best. Or they put a picture with a script. There's a lot of different ones. So, I mean... And then they have one that's drawing where like you, there's a couple different drawing ones. Like you draw and then they gives it to somebody else and they have to keep adding to it.
Oh, like Chinese telephone I've done that, but like in English class, like we had someone started a sentence and they folded the paper down and passed it to the person behind them. And they had to write a sentence in the back. You know what I mean? It becomes cool, like ad libs.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they have to read the whole thing.
There's a lot of games like that. And they keep coming out with new ones and I have most of them. I think I'm missing like maybe like one or two. I have like 10 or 15 of them. Garlic Phone, I think, is Hatchet said. Garlic Phone. I've also kind of cleaned up this village over here that I found near my bridge. Cleaned up the paths, made it look nicer. Oh, the villagers are in love. Not garlic. Gartic. I read it wrong. Gartic. The villagers are in love. We got farmers here.
You gotta check that one dude's chest. Don't they like respawn new stuff every day in the chest of the what's his name?
Farmers?
Blacksmith?
I don't know. I don't know a lot of the new update stuff, so possibly.
I was told that by a 10-year-old, so.
I mean...
I learned everything from my
Google
10-year-old
stuff.
nephew on Minecraft.
They Google
right
stuff,
there,
yeah.
turn left, go into his house and check his stuff. His,
I said the word Google.
chests.
Right now there's sunflower, wheat, and... Yeah, my phone popped up as I said the word Google.
My nephew told me to always check that. There's always new stuff in their chests. I was like, oh, cool. I would have never done that.
There could be other players also coming and checking them when we walk away too. Now that I've made a path to the area, it's easier for people to find. Also been breeding the pigs.
What do you have to feed them? Do they eat carrots or no? That's
Yeah,
horses.
carrots. Yeah, pigs do carrots. Sheep do wheat. Rec Room is good fun. It's basically a community that has a lot of different game modes. Heck yeah. I had sheep here. I'm really upset because they're not here. I'm really upset because I needed wool for beds and they're dead. I was like breeding them and everything and they're gone. That's really a frustrating, sad face. Gartic phone is one where you draw a prompt, someone else makes a prompt from your drawing, someone else uses their drawing. It might be a bit different to what you were thinking, although there's a lot of games though, so I mean, like, no, it makes sense. So yeah, there was a pen of sheep here that I was breeding. Sad face.
Dang it, if I was on, I would totally just go sheep hunting for you.
No, that's alright. Eric jumped in the game. I saw that.
Oh, Eric did jump into the chat. Eric. When do you foresee gaming outside again?
I don't know. It was a lot of work and it didn't feel worth it.
Oh.
Like, here's the big thing with that is I like put in a whole bunch of effort to get all my stuff out there and do all that, and then like those streams ended up having less viewers than me being inside. I'm like, why am I doing all this hard work?
That was the first time I ever saw you. You were outside. I was like, this dude is outside. What?
Yeah, but like, here's the big thing with that is like, I was getting recommended. And now it's like, no more of that. That's gone. I don't know why. And now, like, the only people who watch are my regulars, like you guys. The people who stuck around. I appreciate it. Every one of you guys, but...
yeah, I know. I noticed that a little bit. I'm like, where are these viewers, man?
Yep. I don't know what happened. Now, in the future, there's a possibility I can get another rush and it may bring another group in. There'll be regulars and keep doing that over and over and have a routine. But right now, honestly, YouTube, it's been funneling a good amount of people to me when I play Minecraft. I don't know how many of them are sticking around, but it's been nice. Like right now, TikTok has 4 viewers, 3. YouTube, 8, 9 likes. 9 people have liked. Yeah, so it's pretty good.
I never go on YouTube ever anymore, hardly ever, because
I'm streaming in the same format, the vertical format, so it gets put in the shorts. So it gets recommended to people who are scrolling through shorts.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what's helping me.
I know a lot of people who have given up like TikTok and stuff, they still do the shorts on YouTube.
Yeah. I just like, what the heck? WTF, YouTube. YouTube doesn't recommend streams ever. So the fact that I'm getting recommended with the shorts is mind-blowing, to be honest. Because if I do a horizontal, it doesn't get any recommends at all.
Those are all big words. I don't know anything you're talking about, but...
So horizontal is normal YouTube.
Okay.
Like when you watch a normal YouTube video. Vertical is when you watch shorts when you're scrolling through.
Oh, gotcha.
So when I live stream vertical, it gets recommended to people who are scrolling through the short videos. But if I do a regular live stream where it's horizontal, like if you turn your phone sideways, I don't get recommended to anybody. Only my current subscribers.
never would have put that together that you were talking about the way you hold your phone.
Yeah, I wish.
Horizontal.
No, you're
Okay.
good. I wish that I could do like on TikTok, where TikTok I can stream both at the same time. You just turn your phone. Like right now, if you're on TikTok watching my stream, just turn your phone horizontal, and you have a separate thing, a separate view that I have made in the app.
Let's try that. I have to unlock my phone. I turned my phone horizontal and it did nothing.
While you're watching my stream,
Mm-hmm.
it should change to. It should have me like in the corner instead, horizontal. Is there a button that you can maybe click that like make it horizontal, like a full screen?
I see it now. Yes. So it puts you in the middle and then the chat on the right.
But like you're seeing my full gameplay, right?
Where I am.
Yeah, that's how I have. I custom set that up like that.
That's cool.
So
I noticed you
You
have a
can
map
choose.
up in the left corner. That's new.
yeah, you can't see that on the other view. Well, you can, but you have to look in the top. You have
It's
to look
tiny.
at the top of it.
Yeah, it's so tiny.
So when you have it horizontal, you can see more of the game, see things bigger. Yeah. So that's the benefit of that with TikTok. But with YouTube, I can't do that. YouTube, I have to stream a completely different video. Yeah, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this path goes nowhere. I'm just gonna... put up a wall so people know that the path goes nowhere.
You should put a sign that says road to nowhere.
I would, but I don't have the wood. I'm not gonna waste charity wood on that. I don't know who's
That's true.
putting all this hay up here, but what do you turn hay bales into? Can I turn them into wheat? I don't know what they're good for.
I
Does
don't
anyone in the
either.
chat know what hay bales are for? Are they just aesthetic? Oh, it's getting dark real fast. Hatchet said, hay bales can be used for fall damage reduce, but you can also turn them into 9 wheat for those bread or some cake or something. Sweet. Thanks, Hatchet.
For falling, that makes me think of Assassin's Creed.
And I misspelled please, and he called me out. He's like PLEAES, LOL. Hatchet said, you keep popping up in live as I'm scrolling through shorts, but I never get any kind of live notification. Only the release of it as a video to watch is a shame. Oh, you only get the notification when I'm not live, but when it gets released as a video? That's dumb. It should notify everyone that I'm live streaming. Another reason why I want to get everybody in my Discord so they can see when I'm live streaming. Yeah, this village is looking pretty nice and cute walkways. I don't know why there's so many. Why is there so many of these like things? I don't even know what they are. Who are you? Oh, I didn't want to punch him. My bad.
You did it again.
I did the right click. I didn't think that was gonna punch him. He's like, eh. And he like wobbles his head back and forth. I don't know even what that means. He didn't even do that. He goes, eh. He's like, eh. Eh. Like he's having trouble breathing.
Probably because you sucked him in the gut.
I'm venting AB personal relationship issues having with my partner to Eric and Joey right now. Will later. Yeah, I don't think I would want to put all that out in the live stream anyway, so I get it.
Those are little food stands.
Yeah,
Market stands.
but there's, I don't know why they're here. Like, I don't get it. Do they come over here and sell stuff? He's trying to jump up there and he can't. And they just took off running into the grass.
He's afraid of you. It's like you're gonna deck him again.
He's like, nah. No, don't
He knows
do it.
alone.
Don't do it to me. When they wobble their heads, I'm pretty sure it means that he doesn't have a job, like a workstation block, such as fetching table or table or composter like that. Oh, so he's jobless, so he's like, oh. But like, how do I give him a job then?
Give him a shovel.
Give him a shovel. Here's a diamond shovel enchanted, and he's like, oh my god, I'm a god. Well, there's another one with no job. Maybe if I put more of these, maybe if I put anvils up or something, maybe he'll become like a blacksmith. A fletching table is for making Fletcher. He sells arrows and buys sticks most of the time. I got plenty of wood for sticks, I'll tell you that. This village. Oh, Jason just subscribed to YouTube. Thank you, Jason. It also spawned like a dock over here, which I don't know. Is this if this is supposed to be a dock, or if it's just this the path goes over water, it puts wood, or if someone made this. I don't know.
That's gotta be so random. Just random things showing up in your world.
I don't know what the updates mean. Like, I don't know all the updates. I don't know if like with the update, if it spawns partly over water, if it just puts wood down on the water. It could be possibly. I wonder what's the best way to like try to get people to do a community game night.
Do a poll if you can to get everybody's availability.
Like see if most people are off on like a Saturday.
Yeah, figure out who's best. What's the best day
Do
first.
like a Friday night or something probably. Also, time zones make a difference.
Yes.
MC gameplay, hello. Also finding out if people are okay with live streaming it, or if they prefer just to be playing the live stream.
Yeah.
That's too loud. Turn that down, dude. Son just like turned up the volume on my wife's phone. He's watching YouTube Kids and it's so loud.
Okay. Code. I think I'm gonna start a fire.
That's not good. I'm gonna grab some a beverage. I'll be right back. Uno momento. I'm back. I got some orange Fago today. I got a 4-pack of cans of Fago for $1 at Dollar Tree.
What? No way.
It's pretty good too. It says genuine Fago, delicious orange soda pop with other natural flavors. 4 for $1.25. Go to your nearest Dollar Tree. Excuse-moi. Somebody even took the bed out of this house. Oh boy, I love other natural flavors. That's my favorite ingredient, natural flavors. I heard a skeleton. Techno Gamer 18. Why'd you say it twice? Dang, there's 40 grams of sugar in this. A lot of sugar for a can of soda. It do taste good though.
Is that your favorite kind?
What?
If you had to choose a favorite, what's your favorite kind?
I don't know. Soda? If it's a freshly opened can, Mountain Dew.
I have to appreciate Taco Bell for creating the dirty sodas on the menu. I love that.
Is it just ice cream?
No. It's coffee creamer.
Oh.
So you literally can go and get like a 20 ounce of soda, Baja
Mountain Dew
Blast,
Baja
per se.
Blast. They just like
Put it in a cup.
creamer.
Yeah.
Just swirl in
Yum,
some
and
coffee
just
creamer.
Add some vanilla creamer into it, and it's absolutely amazing. But we've been dirty sodas
you know,
is
but hold on.
nothing new.
Coffee creamer is basically melted ice cream.
Sure. Yeah.
If you take coffee creamer and put it into an ice cream machine, it will taste just like ice cream. Actually, I bet there's more sugar in coffee creamer than ice cream.
You think?
Jason's like, what again? So
Dirty
I'm not gonna
soda.
lie, I'm not very proud of this, but we have bought the really big things of the Dunkin' Donuts coffee creamer before, and I've taken a swig out of it before when I was craving something sugary.
Yeah, man. Sweet,
And it
ain't
just tastes like straight up vanilla ice cream.
Usually heavy cream and vanilla flavoring and sugar. So yeah. Melted ice cream. But like dirty sodas have been around for a long time, even from the days of like the soda shops.
I bet. I just
Have you ever heard of a chocolate soda?
No.
People used to put like seltzer water with chocolate syrup and make a chocolate soda. I used to work at Dairy Queen when I was 15 and people would ask for that.
I believe it.
And I was like, oh, what?
Did you know Walgreens used to have soda bars in them?
Yeah, like the old time pharmacies. I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, you know, back in the day when like the pharmacies had the soda shop and the ice cream that they would sell.
I found that out because I worked for Walgreens, and there was one of the stores I worked at. An old guy came in, and he goes, "I remember when I used to come up here and get me some Zody Pop." I was like,
Remember back in the day?
I was like, "Oh yeah," and he goes, "Yeah, I used to come here after school to get me. They had the soda fountain right over there on that wall." I was like,
That's funny.
"That's crazy,"
When
and I'm looking.
dinosaurs roamed the earth.
And I'm like, oh, we're the photo places now, and like the photo place is also super old and shouldn't be there. Like, so is that just the corner where things die?
Right?
Like, put the soda fountains there, they'll die one day, and then we put the photo machines there, they'll die someday too.
That's funny.
Like, honestly, I print out photos, but like maybe one out of every 100 photos I take, I print. If that.
What do you print them for?
My kids.
Are they like family photos?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say the last time I did anything with Photo Lab or anything of the sort was for my kids' graduation.
So what I do
used,
for
like,
gifts now
Snapfish or something, you know?
is I go through all, because I'm the one who takes all the pictures of the family. I go through the photos. Like last time I literally printed like 50 photos for, I picked 50 pictures I liked of the kids and my family, and then printed them out, 3 copies, one for myself, one for my wife, and one for my mom. And that's what I did for like Christmas gifts or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I've done that. Grandparents will love that stuff.
And then I just went to like the Dollar Tree and grabbed a couple of like frames, and I was like, pick your favorite and put them in the frame.
You can get one of those, like, I used to do a really cheap chalkboard and write, like, since I have 3 kids, it was really easy to write what, like the word we, and take a picture with one kid holding it, and then the second kid have the chalkboard say love, and then the third kid say you.
Oh yeah.
And then put it in a 3, picture frame side by side, and my parents ate that up.
Oh yeah. That's cute. I like that idea actually.
Right? You could put like Merry Christmas and then the year, and then have the kids hold a picture, and then
I got 2 of them, so yeah, I could do that. I like that idea. And getting these cherry
another
longs
good
takes
idea
so
for
long.
kids. You can go to like the Dollar Tree and get those big.
Hold on.
What are
What's
they
wrong?
called?
What's your problem? My son needs help with something. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Always something. Daddy duties. What's your problem? What happened to your diaper? Why did you say else? Sorry. He was just screaming, I need a diaper, Dad, and he was just running around his bedroom with no pants on. Excuse me, that soda's got me burping. All right. John followed. But why did TikTok? Here we go again, disconnecting from my stuff. Thank you, John. Sorry, TikTok is not been working properly. YouTube, Twitch, all works. TikTok likes to just randomly not work. Shaders. Shaders are... I am using complementary shaders, Realist Craft with Fabric and Iris currently. Let's go collect some more of these cherries and plant some more too. What made you choose cherry trees for the bridge? I don't know, I just thought they looked unique. More unique than any other wood option. And they stand out, so like, me planting them near the bridge, if you're like walking somewhere, it's easier to spot them from a distance. So if you're lost and you're trying to find your way back, it's easier to find your way back.
Yellow brick road.
Yeah, the pink. The Pink Tree Road. If they had like a blue thing, I probably would have done like a blue tree. Or even like a red, like a fire red tree or something. I would have done that too. Just wanted to pick something unique that stood out, that was easy for me to grow and use. Who is the voice LMAO? It scared me. Butterfly's like, I didn't expect that. That's Betty.
Just Betty.
I'm in Discord, so anybody can jump in here and chat with us.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
She's like, who's in my room? Wish the chickens could be there and not make noise.
I don't hear anything from your stream. I have it turned down.
Did you see
Sorry.
the pink moon yesterday, Butterfly said?
I missed it.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I saw the advertisements for it. I missed it.
I can send pics in the Discord through your telescope. That's
yes.
cool. Yeah, put him in the
do.
the just chatting chat. The just chatting text chat. Hell yeah. Just chatting is where you guys can like talk about pretty much anything. It's an open chat VC. It's like TikTok disconnected, I reconnected it, and now it's doubling all the TikTok messages. So annoying.
I have to keep the TikTok live quiet. Like I have to keep the volume down so I can hear you in Discord. Otherwise, it repeats everything.
Oh no, I
So
understand.
I can't hear any of the sounds of your stream.
Oh no, you're fine. I mean, they're not missing anything. You can hear me. That's basically missing the sounds of chickens and wood breaking. It's nothing special. And my amazing non-copyrighted music.
Copyrighted.
I mean, to be honest, it's pretty good for the options of the non-copyrighted crap that I have. It's just there's no words, so it's like I don't know.
I'm getting a sense you don't care about what the trees look like, right? Because when I was in there that one time, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to mess up his trees. But I was trying to get them to replant for you.
No, I'm mostly okay. So I plant them by the bridge intentionally for people to find them and also for aesthetics. But I also plant them to collect the wood. So I'm not really. I don't have any specific. Like,
I'm just watching you, yeah, like collect, and I didn't know if you collected it in a certain way. You know what I mean? Like if you wanted to keep aesthetically, keep them looking nice.
No, I'm just like.
Where my brain goes.
Honestly, just like mining them is annoying as hell. Because like they don't grow just straight up, and you just like the leaves fall away. You have to like climb up them and shit. And the shears do not last long at all. Like right here, all this is up here with the wood that I can't reach.
Step stools.
I mean, I could do that with the dirt or whatever, but it's just still annoying. Yo, what's up, cool kid? Welcome in the chat. Like, I don't see any more wood. I don't know how this is still staying up. Oh, here's one. Bro, can you hear me? No. Are you in the VC? How do I join? Eric, how do you join what? You can join my Discord. It's in the description.
Join the call.
We already have an Eric, so it'd be kind of weird too. Well, I guess we call Eric Erica. I'm not gonna lie, I keep randomly adding cobble slabs to the bridge in your world. That's fine. What's wrong? Oh, well, the battery died, dude. I can plug it in. The battery's dead, dude. Mommy, yeah, mommy's Momo is dead. The battery died.
Making all kinds of noise. Look at how pretty. Those are amazing shots. So does like
Sorry.
your work. Look at the pictures in the Discord.
Oh, my bad.
Does the telescope take the pictures, or do you take the pictures with your phones with the telescope little hole? I have a telescope, but it's not that great.
Oh, that's cool.
Betty is in BC. This is Betty. Those are like wickedly good pictures.
That's sick. I like it. That's cool. I could take them with an extra piece I have that hooks into my phone with the lens I use on the telescope. That's cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Who's in the
I
VC?
love
Me and
technology
Betty.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's just me and Betty. I don't hate Erica. Oh, you mean Eric hates being called Erica? I asked him if it was okay, and it said it didn't bother him. But Eric Watson, if you want to join the server, you got to get in the Discord with us and be our friend. Friends, get in here. Be part of the community. I'm gonna restart my Lights app again. That combines all my chats, so it stops doubling up the chat.
We're city friends.
The trees where my enemies. Your server was like Hermitcraft's quiet right now. Oh, yeah, in my Discord. I always hang out in my Gaming on Haywire. Forced to be friends. Jeez.
Ouch.
Man, this is why I don't have friends. I only have friend, Big Pop. Butterfly's like, music is such a vibe. We were just talking about how it's non-copyrighted. What happens when the new version of Minecraft is released? Do you like update it to the new version you're on? So far, that's what we've done. Okay, Big Pop's the one who hosts the server, so he updates it. What do you mean error? YouTube just got an error. No, like my son come over and he's like, I want chicken nuggets. Dude has eaten like chicken nuggets, hamburger, French fries, pizza, cheese bread, tacos.
Bert.
Like it's not that he's hungry, he just cannot stop eating. He's 3.
Have your growth spurt. Growth spurt, man.
He's
Diapers for
eating
you.
more than me. And he's 3.
You're not growing.
His stomach, yeah, but his stomach is not that big. Where is it going?
Into his diaper.
No, it's not. That's the weird thing.
Well, hopefully it will, because then if it doesn't, then you have a problem.
No, I mean like he normal amounts so far today.
No,
Nothing crazy.
maybe he's just growing.
I don't know.
You'll notice with kids when they like are bottomless pits. Those
He's
are usually
like that
growth
his whole
spurts.
life. It's crazy.
Oh,
When he was 1,
Well.
he ate an entire foot-long sub by himself. This kid can put anything down.
maybe he's gonna be a giant.
Yeah, Hatchet, sorry.
Amen.
I had to restart all my stuff.
I have 3 boys and they're all teenagers. That's great. I get it. Might never stop either.
But it's also really frustrating that I'm like, I spend more time feeding him than I do doing anything else. What do you want to eat? I don't have chicken nuggets. We're all out. What do you want? You want popcorn. I'm not popping popcorn at 11 o'clock at night.
10:30. Calm down, Dad.
But it's like I have a popcorn maker and real popcorn. I'm not pulling all the stuff to make popcorn.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
Gotta get goddamn kid's spoiled. You need to get some bags. Get some bags of popcorn, sir.
We were doing that,
Just
but it's
kidding.
actually cheaper to do the machine with the popcorn.
It is.
And then
It
you just get
is.
like
I
the
agree.
flavored salt and butter and stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's how bologna is. A rolled up hot dog. Unrolled hot dog.
Bologna, I think it's like one really, really big hot dog that's been sliced. that's how I see it.
Gosh.
Am I wrong?
No, but that's funny because like there's people that put ketchup on their bologna sandwich, but I would never. But I love
No,
ketchup
because
on
it's
a hot
cold.
dog.
If you took bologna and put it in an air fryer, I bet it would be good.
Yeah, that reminds me of Spam. Back in the day, my dad would make Spam sandwiches. So that's basically what it was, fried bologna.
Well, Spam has like turkey in it, and it does it too.
Does it? I don't know.
Yeah,
Gosh, I haven't.
Spam's
I
like
don't purchase
pork
it.
and like turkey and chicken, and like it's like a combination of stuff.
Well, hot dogs are like what?
You can get all beef hot
and
dogs.
chicken and
No, I get all beef
and,
hot
like,
dogs. Hebrew Nationals.
Flies, cockroaches. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
like
all
beef,
food.
too.
All food is allowed to have a certain amount of bugs in it. Mustard bologna is good. Yeah, I agree. Mustard bologna good. Fry it, says Milk. Fried
Back
bologna
in
is
my
more
day,
work
yeah.
than... Hold on, fried bologna is a lot more work than just chuck it in the air fryer, okay? This is what I think. This is what I'm thinking. Tahine, bologna, put some tahine on it, throw that in the air fryer, get a little crispy, pull it out. Cholula mustard.
My goodness.
That's what I would
Put
do.
your pinky down.
Pinky? That's like street food. Put that in a naan bread with some butter. You got yourself a
naan bread. Yeah.
You got yourself
Put
a
your
street
pinky
taco.
down,
That's
sir.
a street taco. What do you mean?
Naan bread.
Bologna naan bread? Come on, you cannot tell me that's pinky up. Bologna naan bread.
Okay.
Naan bread is just bread that hasn't been risen.
I had never had naan bread until I was a grown up, and I bought it myself.
That's because of where you
and
were.
I was like, "This is amazing." No, it's because I was poor.
What do you mean it's cheap as heck? It's cheaper for naan bread than regular bread if you go to what the name is that place?
Where? We go to Aldi.
Aldi's, yeah. Aldi's is super cheap.
It used to be 85 cents for a loaf of bread, sir.
Well, no, it's not now.
Naan
It's
bread's
$2
never
for
been
a
that
loaf of
cheap.
bread right now.
Yeah, it is now.
It's $2
That's
for a
true.
loaf of bread, and you can get naan bread for $1.
Okay,
Oh, he's
well,
in
back in the
fridge.
day,
He's in the fridge now.
back in my day,
He's getting into stuff.
naan bread wasn't at Aldi in the 90s, sir. There weren't any Aldis around except for like one 20 minutes away. Oh, potato bread is wonderful. I like bread in general. I'm Italian. Oh my God, bread. I have not yet met a bread that I don't like, except for that one bread that everybody did this diet on a long time ago. Oh, what was it called? Like Ezekiel bread or something? And it has no preservatives, and you find it in the freezer section. That is the driest bread I've ever had in my whole life. Like, you can only eat it as toast, and it was gross. Potato bread is so yummy. And so is brioche and pretzel bread and focaccia, and oh my God, sourdough is the big thing right now everybody's doing. I like brioche for my like hot dog and hamburger buns. That's pinkies up. Because when I was back in the day, I would do like white bread. You know, my parents didn't buy buns. We just had white bread folded. That was our hot dog bun. My kids have no idea, man, how good they got it. No, I'm not from Minnesota. Oh, Jigali Bobby, don't you know? You guys might be too young to know what the hell I'm saying, but I'm from Chicago. What some may call Chirac. I'm also probably the oldest person on this stream right now, so that's why I keep saying back in my day. I was surprised you guys got the Waka Waka. Do you want to hear something crazy about hot dogs? Like back in the Depression days, I think I've read somewhere that they used to use like hot dog water as like a soup because they were so poor. I think I'd rather be hungry and drink water. Actually, you're right. It is. I have looked up how far away the Mayo Clinic is to drive. Yeah, hot dog water's gross. I'm not a big fan of like regular hot dogs. I have a child who will only eat the regular hot dogs, and I have the other two that I've trained well to just like the beef dogs, but he doesn't like the all beef. And that's weird for me. Like, what is your deal, dude? Yeah, I do too. I boil hot dogs. Because we have like 6 months of winter up here. It's cold all the time. Like, I know some people have started grilling, but I have yet to bust out the grill because when it's in the 50s, it's still too cold for me to grill. But I 100,000% prefer grilled hot dog.
I'm back.
I've heard about the red dogs. Have you ever had a red hot dog? What makes them red again?
You mean the ones that are in a jar?
I don't know, but I've heard about them. I don't know if I can
Pickled
tell you I've
hot
ever seen
dogs?
them before.
Red vinegar.
Ew, what? They're like pickled?
Yeah, pickled
What?
pickled hot dogs. They're red. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, I don't remember. I've had them. I've had the ones that are like the sausages that are in like the plastic container, like the plastic things, like they do Slim Jims. I've had those. Excuse me. Yeah, they're like sausages, and they're in like the plastic wrap, like a Here, I'll pull it up. They're like.
I need some help here because apparently I only shop at Aldi.
Sausage.
I call them sausage.
Hot Mama sausages.
Don't do
These
hot
things,
stuff.
Big
like
Mama, Big Mama sausages, pickled sausages. These things.
Ew. Oh, the singles.
These are red.
Yeah.
That's what these are.
I think I might.
These are the same things that are in the
gas
jars.
station.
Yeah, pickled sausages, Big Mama, big sauce, pickled. They have them in the jar too, Hot Mamas. But I've had these; they're pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
These ones are pretty good. And when I was a kid in high school, we used to buy these from like the cafeteria, and we'd mush them up inside of it, and then puncture a hole and squeeze it in our mouths. It's like toothpaste. Well, we did that because when you did that, the hot sauce that was in it would like spread throughout the whole thing, and it tasted better. It actually tasted better being squished up than eating it like regular. And the vinegar was less bitter when you did that too. It just made it spicier, but less bitter.
That's wild. I've never heard of these things. That's crazy. So funny how things are regional.
Maybe, yeah, I'm in Florida, so.
He thinks I'm in Minnesota. There's someone who I don't know who it was. Maybe Milk thought I was from Minnesota because I do stupid things sometimes when I talk.
How dare you?
I'm from Chicago. Chirac.
Did you say Chirac?
Yes.
What's that?
You've never heard Chicago referred to as Chirac?
No.
Oh
Is
my
it
god!
the Iraq of the U.S.?
Because of the shootings. Yeah.
Oh jeez. No, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
The ghetto term. Yeah. Chirac.
I know there's the zombies in, you know what I'm talking about, like the people who like do too many drugs.
Oh, the bath salts?
Yeah,
Bath salt
no.
zombies?
No, the people who are doing the, what are they called? The other one that's the pill that they're smoking.
Ben?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I know nothing about drugs except
So
for...
the only reason I know about it is Discord.
I was gonna say whatever
I've been in like big public chats, like big public video chats, and I've watched people smoke Fen.
Okay.
Which I didn't even know that you could do that, but they figured it out.
I didn't either.
They like
I was
take
like,
it.
2 years ago learned what crack was.
They take it and they put it on a little itty bitty square of foil, and then you just like light the bottom of the foil, and then you put a straw in their mouth and just suck in the smoke. It like they catch the smoke in the air. It's crazy. Yes, on Discord, on like video camera, on camera.
And this is why I have issues with my teenagers being on the internet.
But these are like the big, huge public Discords, the ones that are like that have thousands of people in them. They're hard to police.
I did not know they had that in epidurals, and I have had 2.
It makes sense.
Childbirth, man.
No, it makes sense because like it makes you numb, like and you feel nothing, and they take so much of it, and the way they take it, it just makes them become like awake and not awake at the same time. That's why they call them zombies, because like their legs are standing up, but the top half of their body is just like limped over.
That's so scary. So have you ever heard of Soft White Underbelly?
No.
On YouTube, it's a dude. His name is Mark like Glacia or Latia. I don't know how to say his name. He interviews people off the streets that are usually like drug addicts and stuff. And that's where I learn a lot about things I don't know about. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I don't have any want to learn. Just want to keep my kids away from it.
Well, you gotta learn if you're on stream, apparently. Jeez.
I've got classes soon. Catch you later, deuces. Catch you later, Hatchet. Thanks for coming and hanging out, man. I was knocked out for my birth, so I couldn't tell you. Just know happened. I just know it happened. He thought he did it himself. So, my wife had 2 C-sections.
So did I.
The first one was emergency, so she was unconscious. It was crazy. So
then you wake up and you're like, wait a minute, don't I have a baby?
No, like it's even worse than that. So they induced her, and they went to check her water, and the doctor was holding my son's head off of his umbilical cord, and if the doctor moved her hand, he would suffocate. So they had to so she had to ride the bed with my wife to surgery, like push her down the hallway while keeping her hand holding my son's head. And
wow, that's not traumatic at all.
Exactly. It's crazy.
Did you have to see all this? Were you there?
She doesn't remember any of it. I was there for all of it. So I'm just following them into the elevator. They're just pushing the bed with this doctor just holding my son's head in their hands. And they go behind these double doors, and I'm waiting for like 20 minutes with no information.
Eternity.
Literally. 20 minutes was the real time, felt like hours. And then they come out with my son. And they're like, and I'm sitting there thinking I can lose them both right now. Like it's possible that they could both just not come out of this. So they come out and they hand me my son, which she's like, do you want to do skin to skin? I paid $50 to hold my son with no shirt on. Yeah. On my bill, on my receipt, I paid $50 to put my son's face on my chest.
Oh my God. That's wild. I never looked at the itemization.
Yeah. I'm like, wait. So because you let me hold my son, I had to pay you $50?
That's crazy.
But yeah, then my wife comes out about 15 minutes later. She's awake. She holds her son, takes a picture with him. She has no recollection of the entire night.
That's crazy.
She remembers.
Milk, you have twins too.
She remembers the doctor coming in, and then she remembers the next day. That's it.
That's crazy.
But it was an emergency, really
bueno.
bad, so they like had to pump drugs into her real strong shit to get her out immediately.
Yeah, Milk, I have twins too. My first one was an emergency, but it was a singleton, and then my second was just a regular scheduled kind of emergency, not emergency C-section, but yeah, I had twins then. They're 15 now, almost 15.
I was literally just praying the entire time I was in that room.
That's scary when it's emergency, right? Like I knew what was going on, and then I got put out, but I remember it was scary. My parents were there.
It still knocks the air out of me a little bit just talking about it. It's crazy.
And then you went and did it again, right? Or was this your second one?
Well, the second one
was
they planned it, everything. So like we scheduled the C-section. So we just like, it was like checking into a hotel almost.
Mine was planned for like July 18th, and my water broke on July 2nd. So I was still early, but I kind of had like a plan in place. And I was 5 weeks early too. We
walked in and like we were checking into a hotel. And then
that's nice, isn't it? Much better with a plan.
Yeah, and well, it was still kind of crazy because my second one had health issues. So he stayed in the NICU for like 2 weeks. But the weird thing was like he was early, but he was full size. And they were like, if we went full
Aw.
term, he would have been like 12 pounds, 12 or 13 pounds full term. Yeah, he was like he was 9 pounds coming like almost 3 months early.
Turkey was overcooked.
Yeah, but his lungs weren't fully formed, so like he came out like not breathing and like turning colors, and they had to put oxygen on him, and they had to get him over to the NICU, and they had him on oxygen for a long time. So the first like few weeks of us having him, we didn't really even have him. It was scary. That was scary too. So both had different scares. We were scared the second time for longer. We had a couple weeks, and that was really sad too. If you've ever been in the NICU before, it's just a sad place. It's just a bunch of babies who you don't know what's happening or why they're there, or like, it's just crazy. I don't know how anyone can work in the NICU and not need therapy. Didn't even have plans for my birthday yet. I just brought my bag with me, drove to the hospital every day for 2 weeks, 5 days. Probably shouldn't have, but could not see them. I'm so glad we had good nurses though. The COVID thing was also scary too. Like, I was the only one allowed. Luckily I was, but I was the only one allowed in the hospital in both situations. They weren't allowing any other family in the hospital. So like my mom couldn't come or anything.
That's a total bummer.
Yeah, it was crazy. I feel sorry for... Here's the honest truth. I told my wife, I said, if they don't let me come in there for your birth, I'm probably going to jail for the first time. I'm like, there's no way I'm not going to be in there with you. That's not happening. I'm like, this is a new generation. I need to be in there to make sure that they're doing shit right, because I know that you won't open her. I know she wouldn't open her mouth. If anything's not happening right, she'll just go along with whatever they say no matter what. I'm like, I have to be in there. Plus, she'll probably be drugged up anyway. I'm like, how can she even consciously say anything or notice anything? She needs someone there to be there for her behalf. I gotta plant more of these trees. I'm so glad we have good nurses in the queue. It must have made it even scarier. Dude, the mag drip, worst part of it. What's mag drip?
Magnesium?
Oh, it was like making you sick? Yeah, she didn't get sick at all really for either one of them. Yeah, magnesium. You're right, you called it.
I used to work in the medical field.
I know computers. Technology.
Like, yeah.
Super drowsy and ill-feeling. That sucks.
I had terrible pregnancies. I threw up through the entire, both of them. From like the get-go, very beginning, all the way through till I was in labor. It sucked. I was not one of those happy, glowy. I love being pregnant.
My wife,
people. Nope.
at the time, worked in a
Nope.
pharmacy on her feet all day, and she worked every day until she went to the hospital.
Yeah.
She's a workaholic, though. She's like, I'm fine. And everyone's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I'm still working. I don't care.
Right?
She's
I
like,
think I
right
worked
now,
until I
she's
was
sick.
32
And she has the
weeks.
flu, and she's like, I gotta do it. I gotta clean. I gotta do this stuff. And I'm like, no. She's like, well, no one's gonna do it. I'm like, yeah, but the stuff you're worried about is stuff that doesn't need to be done today. Like chill. Like if a dish sits in the sink for one day, it's okay. No one's gonna cry. Uh-oh. Skeleton's gonna kill me. Got him.
I hate those things.
Yeah, they're annoying. Even worse with things with poison, like when you're doing like dealing with the spiders, with the cave spiders and stuff. Oh, they're so annoying.
Somebody's in our unknown. Are you gonna? I think he's in our chat. I am. I think.
Yo, what's up, unknown? I don't know how I got here. If you click the Discord link, it just brings you into the VC.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, if you click the Discord link, so the Discord invite links are broken. I don't know how to make an invite to just the server. I can only make an invite to the voice chat, and that's the only way people have been able to join.
Sorry, yeah, we were totally on a tangent
Creeper
about
just blew
birth.
behind me.
Dang.
Yeah, I've tried doing invites lots of different ways. Me and OK Big Pop trying to figure it out, and I don't know what's up with it.
Oh, am I on the server? No. For the what he's playing on? No. I play on Xbox, so until it's open for everyone.
She can't play Java.
Wait, Minecraft is in crossplay?
So not
It
all
is.
versions. So there's
What?
But not all versions.
so Java is a PC version only, and then there's the cross-platform version that's called Bedrock.
Wow.
So a long time ago, they weren't cross-platform at all. You either had PC or
console.
Yeah, but even then, like, you couldn't even, like, it was Xbox to Xbox, PlayStation to PlayStation, and that's it. And mobile was only offline. Like, that was the way it was the longest. And then
Has anybody seen...
Microsoft's the reason that it became cross-platform. When Microsoft took over, they're the
Thanks
ones
a lot,
who...
Microsoft.
Yeah, and that's why there was that big thing where, like, you had to merge your accounts and stuff. That was to make it so you could play cross-platform.
Yeah, I never merged my account, and I lost it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I think I told you about that.
Yeah, but that's like, but it's not too expensive, isn't it? And like pretty cheap, like $10 or something.
Minecraft?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not too sure. Damn, that is pretty cheap.
I think I paid like $5 for the mobile version, and I think it's like you could probably get like a CD key for PC for like $10 maybe. Let's take a look.
Have any of you guys seen the Minecraft movie?
Yeah, that's good. I like it.
Was it good?
Yeah, I like it.
Whenever the spider jockey landed on the pig or whatever, did everybody go crazy?
There was only 5 of us, so.
Oh, cause there's a meme going around where people go crazy in the movie theater, throwing popcorn around, they're all yelling, everyone's jumping up and down.
Oh yeah,
and they had a chicken. They brought a chicken in the movie theater.
Oh
yeah,
geez.
my kid just told me about that. He's like, Mom, everybody's gonna go nuts. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's a spider jockey. That part.
Oh my goodness.
So on CD Keys website, you can get a Minecraft Java and Bedrock edition for $17. So both PC and console. And then
Reminds me, I forgot to get the Minecraft Happy Meal and now they're unavailable. God dang it. Dang it.
G2A has it for $17 too. My youngest right now is on the brink of falling asleep, and he'll be walking around the room. He's watching TV. He'll be walking around the room, and he'll just stop and lay his head down on his blanket, and he'll close his eyes, and then he just like 30 seconds later just jumps up, stands up like nothing happened.
Fighting it.
Yeah.
Ooh, what was the
I made him a
crickets about?
plant. I made him a plate of apples.
Oh, he left.
Yeah, he was one of the guys that joined off the stream a while back.
I was not
Man,
expecting
I
to
paid
join through the link
$25 for
through the
Minecraft back in
VC.
2014. Falling asleep with nuggies in his mouth, recharging. Yeah, well, he asked for nuggies, but I don't have any. He ate them all already. Nuggies do not last in this house. They go really fast.
My oldest son's name is Chicken Nugget in my phone because he loved chicken nuggets when he was a kid. I have a chicken nugget noodle
What
and a
kids
peanut.
don't like chicken nuggets? That's the thing.
Right.
Sparks, what's up? My oldest doesn't eat much, but he eats chicken nuggets. Alexis dropping a heart in the TikTok gift. Thank you.
My oldest is almost 20.
My oldest is 4, about to be 5.
Old. I'm old as shit.
I feel that way all the time. You know when I realized that I was super old? When I got cramps in my chest and I was like, oh, I'm dying now. I'm like, this is me dying. This is just gonna happen. I'm dead. That I had that happen one day and I was just like, I'm old. Like,
Welcome.
when I thought I was having a heart attack and I was just like, and I literally just laid down and I was like, God, forgive me for my sins. Goodbye.
Wait till you start getting AARP shit in your mailbox.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no, they've been sending that to me since I was a kid. They're idiots. Milk. Just gas. We got another gift there. We got the heart puff. 18 heart puffs from Alexis. Thank you so much. No, I get really bad cramps, like Charlie horse cramps, and I'll get them in my calves, and I'll get them in my stomach sometimes, like where my abs would be if I had abs. And one day I got one in my chest muscle, like the muscle in my I have pec muscles. I'm just fat. I had a muscle cramp in my pec muscle, and I was like, oh, that's my heart, and I'm dying. Like that's
your heart's a muscle.
Yeah, but I was just like, because it was like tightening and loosening, and it hurt really bad. By itself, I was not doing, and I was just like, oh, that's just my heart doing its last few pumps before I die. Like I'm gone.
Dramatic.
And I just sat back and I was just like prayed for a second. I was like, okay,
Get my casket.
here we go. At least I have a really good life policy for my kids. And then it stopped, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm old.
That was just stress.
Like, this is the defining
How old are you,
moment.
Unknown?
What?
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 15.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 35.
That makes me feel...
Oh, we're over here.
My youngest is 15. I could be a ma.
Jeez.
Bless, I'm old.
Milk's like, what?
That's cool. I'm sorry. We're talking about all kinds of stuff that you're probably like, what the?
Nah,
Why am I
I'm just
here?
listening. I'm just chilling right here.
What are your worries about in the world as a 15-year-old?
Driver's license.
I don't really think about that.
Oh man, to live like that again. What I would do. What I would do to not really think about shit.
Right?
It's like, wait, worry
I
about
couldn't wait
things?
to be
I don't
grown
know.
up
I
when
don't
was
worry.
15, man.
I've been worried
Nah,
about
I want to stay 15 forever if I could.
Oh, jeez. I don't blame you, man. Especially in this economy.
Oh my.
We got screwed by our parents. You're getting screwed even more because we can't even get ourselves out of it. It's just a downhill battle, man. Buy a house
I
and
was
Bitcoin.
I was a little surprised when I wanted to join your server and I just got slapped onto the VC.
Yeah, it's just because it won't let me make an invite that people can actually join. When I try to make an invite any other way, it says that you can't join. Like something went wrong. But if I make an invite to the VC itself, it lets people join. I don't know why.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's so broken. And I've tried like making the invite off of my phone, through mobile, everything.
Have you tried letting someone else make the invite?
Yeah, I've tried OK Big Pop do it. And he has the same problem.
They ask Unknown. He probably knows how to do all this stuff. I've always asked my kids, like, hey guys.
Bark. Bark. Bark98. What's up? I don't know how to say people's names. I'm sorry.
Farquad?
No,
Farquad?
it's Fariq.
Farik?
It lets me make an invite.
Yeah, but what does the invite say on the top of it?
Like, what do you mean to the top of it?
So in the box, it will say what you're inviting them to. Does it say to the server or does it say to the chat that you're in?
Oh.
Yeah, it's inviting them to the chat you're in. And I don't know how to change that.
I think I had this problem before, but I couldn't remember how I fixed
back.
it.
Who's the new voice?
Unknown.
That's a great answer.
Voice is unknown.
The voice's name is unknown. Some 15-year-old crying face.
God. Makes me feel really freaking old, man.
Here's the scary thing. Think of this. People born in 2000 are 25 years old.
God, oh, man. I was 15 in 2000.
I graduated high school in 2007.
Yeah.
Milk said I was born in 2001.
Oh, MFG. God.
You know what is really? You know when I really got scared when I was like when they were like I worked for Walgreens and they were like, oh, you gotta check for ID, and they put like a little calendar up for like the year you're supposed to look, and I was like 2014 could buy cigarettes. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was like, oh no.
Where does the time go?
Into Minecraft.
Okay, now that right there is true. That
Dude, no, you need to understand. I've been playing Minecraft longer than you've been alive.
Right.
no, like
Right.
I think
Right.
I started playing Minecraft when I was like 11, right?
Mhm.
I played it for 2 years without playing any other game.
Bro, I put like a good 15,000 hours into the Xbox 360 Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I actually I played that when I was like really young, and I can still remember playing the old version of it. And I liked it especially of the tutorial, bro.
Oh, the tutorial world. I forgot about that.
I loved playing on the tutorial world because there was so
tutorial
much to learn.
Because it had all this materials and stuff there. You didn't have to like
Yeah.
work for it.
If I were to go back on the 360 again,
Butterfly said
there would be
cringe
so
if
many
you knew what year
worlds.
I was born in.
There would be so many worlds of the tutorial world.
Excuse me, sorry. I just had some soda. Milk's like, and my joints are already popping. When I walk downstairs, I creak.
What?
My body makes creaking noises, and I can feel it in my bones when I walk downstairs.
Now that just scares me a little.
There's an elevator at my work, and I still take the stairs every day, because I'm like, I gotta keep the joints moving.
Bro, I've already had a joint replaced. My ankle was replaced 2 years ago.
Ankles, at least it wasn't like knees are hard. Knees have been pretty bad.
No, knees are like twice as easy as an ankle. An ankle is
Worse?
terrible. Yeah. If you do your knees, they
My
got
wife-
you up and walking like in 2 days.
My wife's probably gonna need one of those from a car accident. She has a fucked up ankle.
Oh.
And her
It's
wrist.
something
My,
else,
my
man.
mommy's wrists in both hands, they hurt so
She's
bad.
mommy wrist. I don't know what that is, but it sounds terrible.
Oh, is that from when holding the baby like for certain ways and you get like carpal tunnel basically? I've heard of
I
that.
have a kid that had nursemaid's elbow. That was terrible.
Do you want me to make a Discord invite? If so, here's the thing. I've not been able to figure out how to get an invite URL. That's an invite to just the server, not to a specific chat or VC. That's the problem I've been having. So I can make an invite. It's just the invites are only to specific.
I see what happened. I know how to fix it. I remember.
I sprained my ankle about 3 weeks before my birth, and it was so bruised and it hurt to walk. Oh man, that sucks.
Hey,
How do you fix it?
so you know how where you have all like the just chatting in Minecraft and all the chats thing? So you need to make all of that into the, you know how in the VCs it has gaming voice chat. You have to have one on there too.
So I have to make like a category.
Yeah, category. It has to. The invite has to go to somewhere that has like category.
Edit channel, duplicate channel. How do I make a collapse all categories? Collapse category. How do I make a category? Edit category. Create category. Here we go. Create category.
Yeah, and then once you create one, move all the channels into that category. And that should fix it.
Text fun. All right. I moved it all the way down here.
I was over here thinking how I fixed it the last time.
All right. So now I'm gonna put everything in text fun. All right. Now what?
And then after you make a category, I think it should just let you invite to the top channel.
All right. I'm gonna go to invite people. Dude, when I go to invite people, it still says just chatting.
It does?
Yeah. So when I go to like gaming on Haywire and I go to server,
I should have fixed it.
Server settings, and then I'll go to invite. And I go to create invite link. It says just chatting. So I'm still inviting people to the just chatting voice, the just chatting thing. Maybe if I, oh, you know what I wonder? What if I, wait, how come if I minimize it, it doesn't put it away? Edit channel. Collapse all categories.
He's currently trying to figure out how to send an invite for Discord.
Sorry, I'm messing with text chats and stuff.
Oh, it worked. I can send an invite to only the channels, the chatting.
Yeah, just chatting, right?
Yep.
I don't want it to just chatting. I want it to the server itself. I want to say I'm inviting people to gaming on Haywire.
So, for inviting people, you have to choose one of the channels for the person that you're inviting to go to. So,
It has to be a text
even
chat?
though it's, yeah, even though it's on just chatting, it'll still invite to this like the server, not the VC anymore.
Create an invite.
So if someone were,
but there used to be an invite I can create that would bring them to the server and not to just chatting. I wonder, can I create copy correct? Can I create a category and put nothing in it? Invite I got from when you put in the red app did that. Yeah. Edit category. Collapse category. Oh, my bot just put in another invite. All right, let's see here. create channel. Text channel. All right, I'm going to put this on the top. We're going to edit channel. Permission. Turn everything off for that channel. Can I just turn everything off? What do I have to like? Annoying. All right. I put in a new Discord link. If anyone wants to test that out, see what it says, see what it does. And it literally should just say, "Welcome to Gaming on Haywire. This is the beginning of the server." That work? Anyone test it? Oh, my camera turned off. Try clicking on my phone. Can you guys hear me? You're still in the VC? Okay. This is weird.
I'm sorry, I'm here.
Okay.
I was muted.
Wait, you can't even click on the link in the chat. Not on mobile, at least. You can't copy it. That's so stupid. What if I pin the message? That doesn't matter. I just have to change it in the description too. I'm gonna go to here. Welcome in. Hello, Butter. Having some PC issues, sorry. What am I doing? Well, the server I'm on, I have a massive bridge that comes from the spawn and it never ends. And this is one of my temporary houses I made. But I'm having some stuff going on with my stream I'm trying to fix. Sorry. We have automations here for inviting people to the Discord. Thank you. I put a link to our Discord in the description if you'd like to test that out. Which mobile is annoying. You have to like highlight it and then copy. Or highlight it. If you have Discord, it'll just let you open it on Discord. But and paste it in Google. It brought me to the VC on my phone. It still brought me to the VC. That's crazy. It just switched me on my phone to PC, or to the VC. That's crazy. Discord, you need to fix your links.
You need to fix your life.
Bro, I created a new chat called Invite to Channel. And I tried to create an invite off of that, and it still just invites people to the voice chat.
Good night, honey. I love you.
I'm going to donate $500 if you're okay with that. Zach, would anyone in the world tell you no if you unless you're trolling, right?
He's trolling.
Exactly.
It pops up. Donated $500.
Dude.
You realize I've been in your live stream the entire time. I have your live stream open.
I believe it. I may pee myself if someone just dropped $500 like that.
Do you hear what's working?
Do I hear what? Do I hear what?
Do you hear the difference in my voice?
I mean, you sound good. I don't know.
I got the fucking microphone working.
Oh, hell yeah. What was wrong with it?
It had water still in it.
Oh. So opening it, you just dried it out.
Banged it out. Yeah, I just banged it out.
Dude, good thing I told you to open it and you didn't chuck it.
I was just about to chuck it too. Dude, it was like literally a drop of water was on the tech board that's inside of it.
I mean, hey, it's conductive.
I tried to use the USB-C and it didn't work. Like, so
XLR
it fried
that works.
Yeah, that's the only thing that works.
Thank goodness the way they made it works.
because they're wired in 2 different paths to the diaphragm.
That's awesome.
So I was like, well, if it's wired to a different path, like it doesn't go through the logic board for the USB-C.
Right.
And I was like, I wonder if I plug in the XLR, if that's still gonna work, even though it was wet. And I like shook it a shit ton and got like 1 or 2 drops of water out of the case, and then put it back together, and it worked. And I was like, yes. It's like, it fucking works.
Nice.
I can't, dude. It was completely underwater in the fucking kitchen sink. I was like,
That's what I was saying.
can't believe this
XLR
works.
mics will last forever. USBs are garbage.
Dude, that's crazy to think. Well, if you honestly also think about it, if it was wired through the logic board, it would have broke. But because
yeah, but like honest truth, so if you take any normal XLR mic, that's not like one of those crazy studio ones like the ribbon mics or something like that, and you'd like submerge it underwater, as long as you get it completely dry and there's no water on the diaphragm itself, dude, it's gonna work, man.
So
it's just gonna work.
So what I was thinking about,
no bad words, Zach said. Just a heads up, we try not to curse, but it just tends to happen because when you have like 20 years of cursing, it's hard to stop, dude.
It's integrated in the way you like our language.
Yeah, so we have consciously been trying to curse less, but it's difficult, man. I'm sorry. If that's a problem, like if you're in this situation where you can't hear curse words, this may not be the best place for you. I do apologize. Even though I do really want the view.
So I also learned something. I learned me something. I did not know that the resolution that you run your monitor at can be a bottleneck.
Yes.
I did not know that until today.
Also
running
for
Star
like
Citizen,
secondary monitors, you should run them lower and slower.
So running Star Citizen, I realized that because NVIDIA has this really, really, really cool thing about it called DSR, where you can simulate higher resolution on a lower end monitor,
or the other way around.
Yeah,
you can have it render at a lower resolution, and then simulate it. Yeah, simulate the resolution to look or fit the actual resolution of the screen. So
I didn't know that. I had to look it up, and I was like, well, I tested it in Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov, and I said, all right, I got an FPS increase running at 1440p instead of 1080. And I was watching my GPU and CPU utilization and noticed that it dropped significantly from running it in 1080 to 1440. I got more overhead now when I run in 1440 versus 1080. Like when I'm running 1080, I'm at like 80-90% utilization.
Because it has to actually change the render.
No, actually, it's because you're forcing cached data at 1080p. So the way that the CPU and GPU talk to each other, it forces more data basically to be generated than if you ran it at the resolution that the CPU and GPU are best at. So you're basically making it work double, or essentially double. You're making it work twice as hard for no extra frames. Whereas
what you want to do is you want to render whatever the default resolution is of the monitor.
Sorry,
go ahead.
That's what that's what I'm saying.
Betty going
like
crazy
running
with
it.
gifts. Betty dropped a rose, a tiny diny, a GG. Thank you, Betty.
Well, running it at 1080p, my utilization for both GPU and CPU were 10 times higher than running it at like
Thank you, Betty. Sorry.
Than simulating
Betty
it
just wants
at
to
14.
You.
Yeah, probably. Then simulating it at 1440p, because all it's doing is simulating 1440p.
Right,
it doesn't actually push the 1440p. Obviously it changes your scaling on your screen, but you can just change your scaling.
It's upscaling, basically.
Yeah, you can downscale the, what is it called? There's a specific name for it.
It'd be like I can set all my stuff on OBS to 4K, but then just stream in 1080p. I would downscale it.
Okay, so the difference in resolution. Okay, so it runs it at a higher resolution, or simulates it running at 1440p, but you can increase, which changes like the scaling of the way the screen looks. But if you use the scale, or like the actual like text scaling for like apps and shit, you can increase that to match what it would look like on 1080. So there's virtually no change. Like it looks like my monitor's 1080p, but my GPU thinks that it's running 1440p.
Right.
And I went from doing that trick. I went from, on Star Citizen, 90% CPU utilization to 44% CPU utilization. And instead of 30 frames, I had 77 frames. And I was like, that isn't I was like, that is crazy that is a thing.
Yeah,
like, that's crazy.
Sick.
And well, the only issue is Google Chrome is a dick. Because when you do it and you open Google Chrome, the text boxes, even with the scale slider changed, or the window scale or the size of the apps, it does not change or have an effect on Google Chrome for some reason. And I Googled it. It's actually just Google Chrome that has this issue.
Yeah.
So now all my text boxes on Google Chrome are really big. It looks like I'm using it as a 720p monitor, but
you
it's
could always
right.
just minus symbol and make it smaller.
No, like the top like web browser and like the top of the web browser and like the tabs and stuff look like I'm looking at a 720p monitor. Like they're that big. Like they're like a quarter of the screen.
Oh. Well,
yeah.
If you like Chrome a lot, something that runs really similar that I've been using is Brave, and it has all the same stuff as Chrome, but a little bit more secure. The only thing that doesn't work is the Chrome when you open up Google and you hit the microphone in Google. That's the only thing I found that doesn't work, but everything else works the same. It's just more secure.
So I was also talking to the wife. In order to avoid doing that, because I apparently, according to the Linus threads or the Linus forums for like benchmarking and stuff, on there it says that in doing that you cause degradation really bad to the GPU. Like, so basically you're making the GPU work double for nothing instead of running it, like buying a 1440p monitor and running it at native 1440. Like you're essentially, I'm forcing the GPU to render twice instead of rendering once.
What's the monitor's default right now?
The actual monitor, like the one I own, or like what it's simulating?
The monitor.
1080p.
So
it's 1080p. It's 1080p 240 hertz.
Why can't you just run it 1080p 60 hertz instead for that game?
Because changing the hertz has no effect on the CPU GPU utilization. I tried. I even tried to do I tried to change everything to like high performance, max power, like in all the settings, like the actual like GPU settings for the NVIDIA control panel. And none of that changed. It didn't change anything. And so the dilemma I have is either, and I was just telling the wife this, and my wife made a really good point.
Isn't that all GPU? Like,
no, the game runs. The game is the game. Yeah. But I don't want to cause more wear and tear on the GPU.
How is that more wear and tear on the GPU if the CPU is what's used mostly?
Running DSR on NVIDIA control, or on the NVIDIA app, running DSR for your monitor to make a 1080p technically to the graphics card 1440p causes degradation to the GPU because you're using cores that you normally don't use.
But you were telling me that that game is specifically CPU
intensive. Yeah. So
So how come it's hurting the GPU when it's a CPU mostly game?
Because I have to run it in DSR. In order to run it to get more frames to force the GPU to work, I have to run DSR.
Honestly, I wouldn't worry about the GPU thing because, like, there's people who literally have been running GPUs for mining for thousands of hours. Oh, yeah, I know that. And no problems with them. So, I mean...
But, so what I was thinking, and I was talking to the wife made a really good point. This might benefit on both hands, me doing this. Mm-hmm. So she said that I could buy a new computer chair because of the edema that I have in my legs. Mm-hmm. So remember me telling you, like, my legs swell up really bad?
Yeah.
She told me that if I could find a really nice computer chair that doesn't hurt the back of my legs or push on the back of my legs, to buy one, so that way I stop having edema really bad in my leg. Well, now that I discovered this new issue with my computer, I brought something up, and she kind of doubled down on it, because she made a really good point about the other computer that we own, the server. Mm-hmm. I told her, I was like, well, if I upgraded my CPU, like, it would cost, for me to buy a really, really nice chair, it would cost about what a CPU, motherboard, and RAM upgrade for my computer. Because if I go up a chipset, I have to go to AM5, because one more chip up from my chip is AM5. So, what I was thinking was, if I jump to AM5, I could take my computer, my CPU, my RAM from this computer and swap the server out for this CPU and RAM and run the server on this one, because this CPU is a little bit better at single thread than his is. Mm-hmm. So we would get a little bit of a performance increase, but not a lot. Like, it would probably be like a 20% increase.
But you're picking that over your comfort?
Yeah.
And we were also just talking about how you didn't have money for a microphone.
Well, I was saying I don't want to buy extra peripherals if I don't need them. Like, if it wouldn't have worked, like, I have other microphones I could switch to. Is what I was getting at with that.
Can you shout me out? Your name's Amma.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
I have other microphones is my thing. I liked the way this one made my voice sound versus the other microphones.
Gotcha.
I didn't want to go buy, like, specifically, like, I'm not too big into audio yet.
Yeah, like me.
I mean, like, I understand a lot of it because of you and because of, like, Curtis and shit. Like, I understand a lot
Curtis
of it.
was a audio snob.
Yeah, like, he wanted it specifically
ridiculous
a certain
amounts
way.
of money on shit that does not necessary.
So
he bought $1,500 fucking ribbon microphones. He's an idiot.
So, the idea here is, if I can find either on Newegg, Amazon, the way that I was looking at it was, if I can find a decent deal from Newegg, Amazon, or Micro Center. If it's at Micro Center, I'll drive to go get it, because we have one 2 hours away. I'll make a 2 hour drive.
The closest one to me is in Georgia, dude. It's so annoying.
So I was I've never been to one, so, like, that's also a big.
I would like to go to one myself, because I keep seeing him being sponsored on all these YouTubers I watch and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that actually looks really cool. And then I went to look at the closest one is in Atlanta, but I'm like, that's like 9 hour drive. I'm like, that's garbage.
So the big issue that I have with leaping to AM5 though is we're looking at like $500.
So here's my question then. So you're going to take your PC upgrade it.
Essentially,
You're
yeah.
gonna take the motherboard, processor, and RAM,
Mm-hmm.
put it into the server, and then you're gonna take the motherboard, the CPU, and the RAM out of the server and sell it?
Give it back. Give it back to Colin.
Was all of it his, or I thought it was just the
CPU, RAM, just the CPU, RAM, and motherboard is his.
Oh, okay.
So if do you see what I'm saying? If I upgraded it, then I don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because like right now, I owe him one.
Gotcha.
Because like he kind of did it like literally the next day he shipped it. Like it was.
Yeah.
He was like, no, we're shit. He's like, no, we're shipping it. And I was,
Has
he goes,
he
I'm
even
already
been on
here.
the server
I
at
was
all?
like, what? Yeah, he's been on the server a couple times.
I mean, I've seen him on the server before, but like lately.
He does a lot of line dancing, so he's probably out line dancing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he does a lot of line dancing. He line dances like 4 or 5 times a week.
What?
Yeah.
People do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I have videos. On my Facebook.
I believe
that
he does. I just don't. It's just the amount that blows my mind.
Oh yeah, dude. He said that he had one time where he went.
Does he
6
do it
days.
like in competition?
No, he just does it to do it. What's
You
up?
just go
unknown?
to like bars?
Huh?
I said what's up. I haven't talked to you in a minute.
What's up?
But like bars?
Yeah. He goes to like big bars and stuff and does it in Massachusetts.
Dude doesn't have ladies all over him because of it?
Oh, he does. His kill game is bad. I've been trying to help him with his kill game.
Don't put too much out there.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to help him with his kill game.
Gotcha. I don't know. I have no experience with whatever that is. All the women in my whole life have been like either circumstances or internet spam. My wife literally was internet spam. Spamming on the women on MySpace. And she responded, and we just started texting.
So this person made it kind of very clear on the Linus forums. He said at 1080p, your CPU takes more of a data load than your GPU. So your CPU would technically be your bottleneck, but at 1440 and 4K, the load is pushed onto the CPU, or is pushed onto the GPU before being pushed onto the CPU. Even if your CPU does not have integrated graphics, it still takes the load of the processing for the image before the GPU load gets engaged, or before the GPU gets engaged into the load. I would say that either changing your monitor out to a 1440p. He said I would change your monitor out to being a 1440p monitor, and try and push. He said, and try and push for one that's in 100 hertz range to level out your FPS in games, rather than upgrading your monitor first, or upgrading your CPU first. So this person said, instead of upgrading my CPU, basically go to like buy a better monitor, basically. Buy a better monitor first and see if the CPU issue changes, like the utilization changes. And then somebody else replied,
you're not using?
yeah, but not one that can run that game.
No, not gaming. I'm talking about as a second GPU to throw in my streaming computer for rendering.
No, because it's hooked up to the server.
Oh, okay. No, I just didn't know if you had one shoved in a drawer somewhere, like some old GPU you don't use.
All of my shit I sell. If I have extra, I sell it.
See, because like right now, the issue I'm having with the cross rendering is I can only stream to 2 sites at once right now. Otherwise, it gives me errors. So I'm picking YouTube and TikTok, but I wanted to do YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Twitch is like an additional backup. So
like Newegg right now has has a Ryzen 9 9950X for $548, and it's on sale right now, and it originally sells for $708. It originally sells for $708. Decisions.
But yeah, I'm trying to get people to get into the Discord before we invite them to the server. And the invite links are annoying as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I even made a separate VC or text chat that's blocked to do anything besides invites. That's all it's there for. And I still have the same problem.
It might just be Discord in general. I can look at their patch notes and see if there's an issue with it.
Mobile on YouTube, when you put a link in the chat, it's not clickable. So stupid.
Yeah, that's been a thing. They can copy the message though and paste it into a browser. And
No,
you
can only copy it off the description. You can't copy it off the chat. Not in vertical mode. Oh, maybe horizontal, but not vertical.
Yeah, that CPU is normally... Oh, the 9950X3D is 700 and...
Have you taken a look at my house in my area lately?
Dude, I haven't touched Minecraft at all.
No, I mean like when I'm streaming.
Not entirely, to be 100% honest with you.
Dude, this is the biggest house I've built yet. It's not even that big.
No, I just keep your stream up. I
appreciate that. I still appreciate the views, man.
I've had your stream up fucking every time you stream today. Like I didn't even close my YouTube. And when you went live again, I started getting audio from your live stream and I was like, where the fuck is this coming from? And it was I had like 40 tabs open, so like I didn't know where it was coming from, which YouTube tab it was coming from, and I was like, that's Hercules. I was like, I know that's Hercules' voice. It should have a little
logo of like a speaker on next to the name on the tab.
When you have like 40 of them open, it doesn't.
Oh, you can't see it because they're too small.
Yeah, you can't see it because it's too small.
You need to start like once it gets full. You need to start creating a new like window full tabs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, dude. Well, I was doing like research trying to figure out how to like fix this stupid issue.
Yeah, but once you hit like 4 or 5, you should right click on the one you're on and hit open a new window instead of tab.
So the
move
other
tab to new window and then move. Then that way you have like windows at least to switch between.
The other idea I had, which I don't know how you'd think about this. Let me talk a little bit quieter here.
Get more personal up in your eardrums.
Or I just buy an actual fucking server CPU.
I mean, yeah.
Do you know how much they are right now?
Nope.
Fucking expensive, dude.
They should be cheaper, to be honest.
$3,342 is not cheaper than $900.
Why?
Because it's the brand new Epic AMD
Butterfly's
CPU.
Looking for you, man.
Is looking for me?
Butterfly said, "Big Pop, will you start streaming again eventually? No rush, just wondering."
Yeah, no, it's more or less. I just got a lot of shit going on in my house. Like
everybody who asks, I've been saying there's just a lot of personal stuff happening in your real life IRL.
Yeah,
and that you just need to like prioritize some certain things for a little while, and you'll come back eventually. Is what I've been saying.
If I can get a lot of like the personal stuff knocked out, like I don't have a problem going back to like full-time streaming again. It's just I don't want to get everybody's hopes up by doing a random live stream and then not streaming again for like a week.
Oh, not to get your personal business put on the stream, but like speaking in code, did you successfully complete those tasks that you had to complete?
Oh yeah, well, not yes and no. That I'm like tomorrow will be done. Yeah.
And you've talked to the person that those tasks were supposed to be completed with?
Yeah.
And everything's cool?
Yeah. Everything's been cool.
Sweet.
It was just.
You just never got back to me with it, so I didn't know what happened, and I felt weird like messaging you asking about it, because you're probably stressing out. Didn't want to make you
message me.
Yeah, but I didn't want to make you more stressed out over it. You know what I mean? As you already were.
No, you're the one of the only, like, you and Colin are like probably the only two people I play with that can like message me about that issue, and I'll just be blatantly open.
Well, it wasn't that.
But,
It was
like,
just I didn't want to bring it up if you were having a moment where you didn't want to think about it. You know what I mean?
It's honestly borderline ridiculous. Like, to have this happen, it's a bit ridiculous.
Butterfly said, "Yeah, no, absolutely priorities first, always." I was just curious. Kind of fell off the earth. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just blatantly say,
don't put it out there. I'm telling you.
I don't care.
No, I do care. I do care. I care.
Why?
I'm gonna protect you. It's just a private situation. Keep it private, dude.
It's not that big of a deal.
No, dude, please, for me. I'm trying to look out for you. Just keep it private. There's no benefit from you telling the public that Brett, like, there's no benefit at all. And now with like us talking shit about certain people, I don't want them to try to like make more stress for you than it has to be. So personally,
weaponize it.
Exactly. So in my point of view, there's no benefit from you saying anything about it, and no one wants you in the chat to say it anyway, right? We're all here as friends. We don't need to put your business out there like that. There's just some priorities you have to take care of, and we're just gonna leave it at that. You're eventually gonna come back. It's just you gotta get all your books set up in the bookshelf. Once it's complete, you'll be back. Until then, you'll just be popping in on my stream, and you're more than welcome to join my Discord. And you can always talk to Big Pop through Discord. He's always on Discord chatting. There you go.
Oh yeah. Anybody can always. That's another thing.
If you want to chat with Big Pop, he's always available on Discord. So I mean.
Yeah, my Discord notifications are on my phone, so like I answer Discord before I answer most text messages. So
exactly. So yeah, if you really want to talk with him, he's there for you, man.
It's hilarious thinking about that. Like, I prioritize Discord more than I prioritize like my regular text messages.
Yeah,
even
because honestly,
Facebook.
most people who are texting you are people you don't want to talk to.
My dad messages me, and then he goes, "Hey," and then he'll send me question marks, and then he'll be like, "Yo, N-word." And I'm like,
what?
I'll text him back. Yeah. My dad says it all the time.
Oh my God.
So I'll text back what? And he'll be like, "Is that how you answer me?" And I'm like, "Dude, if you knew how many people actually message me on the daily, you would ignore your text messages too."
I thought you were gonna say he messaged you on Discord to get your attention.
Oh yeah, he's done that too. Because like my dad has Discord. Like they have my dad's friends
an Xbox guy, right?
Yeah, my dad's friends that all play Xbox together. They have their own Discord, dude.
That makes sense, dude.
Dude, it is hilarious because like they'll be like pinging me to get my attention.
We're going to be them, dude. We're going, like, there will be a time where we are grandparents with our Minecraft server.
So
it's going to happen. We will be old men, retired, playing freaking Minecraft on our. You probably will be in a camper. I'll probably be in a boat, and we'll probably have our little satellite internets. Playing Minecraft, sitting on the side of our boats, dude, or my boat and your camper.
The thing that cracks me up about them, though, dude, is they're all in their 50s and 60s.
Yeah,
and so I built the Discord for them.
Hell yeah!
Like they asked me to build the Discord for them because one of them figured out what Discord was by their son.
Yeah,
and then me and that guy's son decided we're just gonna build him a Discord. So we built them a Discord, got all of them to be added, and dude, they learned that they can and then ping individual people.
Yeah.
And dude, it went ape shit for like a week. All I heard was my phone pinging, "Hey, Big Pop, we have this issue," or hey, we have this issue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like they even have like I set up roles in their Discord now. Like they have roles. And then they have a clips and highlights chat, their main chat, Wreckfest, Battlefield. They have 12 chat channels, and there's 128 of them in this Discord, and they're all in their 50s and 60s.
That kind of reminds me of the Eco City Craft server. Like they have a lot of younger people who come in and play temporarily, but all the people who've been on the servers for years are all old people. They're all like parents and grandparents.
It cracks me up, dude, because like you would just have to like understand that like they have this many people and they've been playing Xbox with this many people. Like when they go to play Battlefield, they can take over a public server. They have that many people. Like they go head to head. They have head to head tournaments, and they have like their own like little teams, like subcategories out of like their clan, and they'll go head to head with each other in Battlefield public lobbies. And I'm like, you guys are crazy, dude. And they all play Xbox. They'll have like 12 party chats open. They'll have like 12 party chat. They'll have like 12 party chats on Xbox. So like if I hit like Windows G and I open up, I just click on my friends list on social. There is 28 of them online, my dad included, and there is 12 of them in a party chat right now on Xbox playing Battlefield.
That's sick.
That's the only game they play. They either play Battlefield or they play Wreckfest. That's it. They don't play anything else. Oh, and golf. They play PGA golf. Dear God, don't get.
You were telling me about that. You were telling me about the golf.
Oh yeah, dude. We were all playing golf, and I hole in one it on a par 4, and I got called a cheater, and that I was aimbotting playing golf.
That's somebody. That's definitely somebody who doesn't know what aimbot is.
Well, they say it all the time when they play Battlefield. Oh, that guy's using aimbot. That guy has what is that stupid box called that allows you to have like?
Because they're just repeating what they heard other people say. You know what I mean? I don't know what.
I'd have to call my dad, or I'd have to jump.
The thing that's sad is that there's no way to ever stop cheating.
They think that so on Xbox they think that there's this little box that you can buy. I forget what it's called.
You mean the converter so that you can use like mouse and keyboard on a console? Because that's supposed to be banned.
The Cronus. Cronus.
That just makes it so you can plug in any peripheral into anything.
Yeah. Yes. And I've already looked into it.
It's not
I already
cheating.
I paid for the service, and I bought one just to prove my dad wrong so that he would shut up.
It's not.
And
cheating.
my dad was like, I plugged it into the Xbox. It gives you it gives you a little bit of aim assist help, but it's not.
It's the same aim assist as a controller.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but it's not an aim assist device. It's just converting any peripheral to any device.
But they get pissed, dude. You should hear it. Oh my god, dude! If you think you've heard people rage in Call of Duty, go play Battlefield with them for like 30 minutes.
Actually, Call of Duty is more people just blaring music nowadays. It's annoying.
I guarantee you'll hear the N-word about 100 times.
Yeah.
Somebody will throw a controller.
Definitely sounds like a console player.
They play like it's like the end of the end of all, like be all. Like they have to get this kill is how they play, and it cracks me up. Because like when I switched over from Xbox to PC, I learned real quick that, KD does matter in some games. Like it makes you look a lot better. But like in all reality, nobody really gives a shit.
Well, the thing that KD makes a difference nowadays, if you go into a Discord, like a public Discord, and you want to join people who are playing, they'll have requirements for you to have a certain KD to play with them.
It's fucking hilarious.
Like you'll go to the chat that'll be like for inviting people, and it'll be like VC 49 KD blah 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 or higher only.
If I switched over to Intel, what would be considered a top of the line Intel chip?
CPU?
Yeah.
Well, 13th gen.
But they have like the Ultras now, like the Ultra 7.
Oh, I'm not sure. I would go to LTT. Their forums are incredible.
Yeah, I know. I've been on here for the past like 2.5 hours.
Dude, it's just every hobbyist and IT person in the world loving to talk about what they do. It's really what it is.
There was a dude. That
Creed, what's up, bro?
There was a dude that snapped the PCI slot off of his computer. And
I've done that.
People, there's a link. Somebody put a link in for him to ship the GPU to him. And then if you check the dates, a week goes by and the dude posts again and thanked the other dude for fixing his computer. I was like, he resoldered the socket back onto the motherboard for free.
I have that problem right now with my motherboards. I probably should try to do that.
I was like, dude, that is freaking sick. Like, people actually helping each other for once for free.
Yeah, their community is incredible, man. I've been trying to tell you, they're the best. What's up, man? About to go to sleep, but just saw you playing video. Had to stop by and say hi. Hi. I'm getting tired and I gotta go to bed soon because tomorrow I start in a new department and I gotta make sure I get there early. Jesus is king. You are correct. We say the Our Father before in the beginning of every one of my streams.
I love a lot of the content that Linus does, like the goofy, like off the wall, like the recent one that he just did with the fanless PC. That's killer.
So that computer that he was
video.
doing with, they waited a very long time for.
Yeah, 8 years.
Yeah,
8 years.
And the funny thing is, in those 8 years, some of the bigger companies have come out with fanless computers, came out with them, released them, and are manufacturing and everything before they did. It was hilarious.
So I like watching like a lot of like their. I know this isn't what you're supposed to do with a computer, but I'm gonna build it anyway. Like I like watching that stuff, and then I like watching. Yeah. I like watching. Typically, I always watch the. Whenever Jake is involved, I typically watch it because I think Jake is fucking hilarious.
Heck yeah.
Because like whenever Linus goes, you know that's not the right way to do it, he has the same answer I would have. Well, I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway. Like they did the.
That's why he's there though, because they like that too.
Like when they just did the other day when they posted the server rack, how they changed the doors to being water doors.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
Cool? Yeah, I watched that entire video and the whole time I was laughing because like I have the knowledge to do that. Like I have the knowledge to do stuff like that. And
yeah,
watching them fumble around with it,
man.
Oh yeah, I know, dude. I 100% would apply to work for him, and they would probably be like, dude, this guy just like can build fucking anything.
Well, that's the kind of people they hire. Also, it's like people who can do lots of different things. Crazy. You'll never know who you may be touched by your testimony and faith. Yeah, I agree. That's why I was like, I have nothing to lose to say my prayer in the beginning of every one of my streams. You never know who's going to jump in and say anything. And also, it starts everything in positive motion. I like everything being in a positive way. I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless, man. Wingspay. What's up?
I love watching stuff like that. I
dude.
like watching those specific videos.
Like the one-offs.
It's like just him. Yeah, if it's just like him talking about a product or something, I tend not to like it because I think that a lot of his views on products are a little bit misconstrued. The only product review that I have seen him do that I 100% agreed with him was when he did the original ROG Ally, like the handheld computer.
Mm-hmm.
When he did the review on that, and he said, you know, this thing would benefit if they gave it 32 gigs of RAM, and that it would give the CPU enough overhead with 32 gigs of RAM. I agreed with that.
Yeah.
And then because like I owned one, and I noticed it was always an issue that like you would have RAM issues all the time with it because they only gave it 8 gigs. Or 16. They gave it 16 gigs. Yeah, they gave it 16 gigs of RAM. Well, 8 gigs of that is to the CPU, to technically the internal GPU.
Yeah.
So why, like my big thing was like, why not just do 24 gigs of RAM towards the CPU or towards the CPU and then give a full 8 gigs to the internal GPU if you know that the Ally benefits from having extra RAM. And then like a week later, I saw them go like they made another post. Oh, so we upgraded our Ally to 32 gigs of RAM.
Oh, dude, did you see the one where they put in like the external cooler too?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I was like, and dude, did you not see the performance increases of it though?
Yeah, but it was something that like no one could do. Like they had to
buy a special machine to do it.
They had to use a CNC machine to cut the metal pieces for it to bracket they had to make their own CP there's no the cooler itself. What is it? The fins. They had to create their own fins for the cooler and their own bracket. I was like, yeah, that's not realistic. Who's gonna have like a couple $100,000 of machine to make that for a device that cost a couple $100?
But like things like that, like I like watching like goofy things like that. But
the things that are just like abnormal that like no one else would ever do. Yeah.
I of course I listen to their podcast, but because
that's because it's news related, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it keeps me up.
And they always pick pretty good subjects to go over, and they do tend to like run off too, like start talking about things that aren't on subject. That kind of just entertaining.
Some of it cracks me the fuck up.
Yeah.
Especially when
it's also because they're so real. Like it doesn't feel like a lot of channels that have like they're super polished and like they're very politically correct about every word they say. Like because Linus owns the thing and he's on in front of the camera and he's one of us, he just does whatever the hell he wants and it works because people are like, okay, I can trust him because like he's just says whatever the hell he wants to say.
What is the one guy name that he does?
Wing Spray. If you want to join us, you have to be 16 or older. I need to join my Discord, linked in the description.
What is the dude that he does the podcast with name?
Oh shit. I know his name too. I like him a lot though.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, you know who I'm talking about, but I like him a lot too. And I watch a lot of like Asmongold. I watch a lot of like his YouTube videos. I watch like a lot of his news related YouTube videos only because I think that he is like right down the middle when it comes to politics where like he hates both of them.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get too into it, but just saying he hates both of them and he tends to point out very good things about both sides and then shows like he says how to fix it or how he would fix it, but without having like influence on his audience, or he tries not to have an influence on his audience to choose one or the other. He just speaks very like authentically instead of kind of like a cock. But anyway, what I was gonna say was the issue I have right now is I don't know whether or not I upgrade my main computer, or which would inherently upgrade the server as well, or if I buy a better chair. If I just throw money at it like I normally do, which you know that I normally do,
which you probably will end up doing anyway.
I don't want to though.
But you will.
No, but I honestly, like, I'm being genuine. Like, I honestly don't want to. It's not like Big Pop, we both know you're gonna do it. No, seriously, I'm not gonna do it. I want to know what the best bang for the buck is if I upgrade.
If you want to play with us, you have to go to my description. There's a Discord link. Join the Discord, and hang out with us. Like, we want people who are gonna play with us, who are gonna be consistent, that aren't gonna join, play for one day, and never come back. So join the Discord, hang out with us, be friends with us. I'm gonna start a game night too, where we all play like board games together. I've already talked to a few people about it, and I would like to set up like a night where it works for everybody to kind of like get online, get in the Discord, get in face camera, and we play. I found 2 websites that we can play Uno, and we can play Monopoly without having everybody having to buy the game.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
I want to, but we just have to like set up a good time. I'll probably set up like like the things where you can put questions up in the Discord, in the chat. I'll probably like pick a couple of days of the week to see what fits the best. Probably end up doing like a Friday night or a Saturday night. And we'll put some dates up, and I would like to set up like an actual date and try to get as many people as we can to get into a game. And then we'll all decide if we want to stream it or just play it and not stream it.
You're probably gonna have to like call me on Discord the night that you do it, because I probably won't see the notification.
Well, it'll probably just happen in the just chatting in mine.
Yeah, if I don't answer, just ping me like 10 times and I'll end up popping in.
Well, when I put it up, I'll probably put add everybody, add everyone in the chat, so it pings everyone. You know what I mean?
So apparently the best bang for the buck CPU right now is the Ryzen 5, or not Ryzen 5, the i5 12600K is the best bang for the buck CPU, and it outperforms my CPU, which is kind of crazy, at $160.
So why don't you upgrade your computer the best you can, then upgrade the server using the stuff you get and give him his stuff back? That's what I think you should do.
Well, that's what I think I'm going to do.
Okay. Do you have something over your mouth?
My hand.
Oh, okay. I was like, is your microphone broken? That sounds weird.
No, I had my hand over my mouth.
That makes sense. But yeah, it's 12 o'clock. I should have been in bed like a while ago. I got to get up super early because now my schedule's different. Now I work from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. And I was 9:30 before, so I got to get my kids to school earlier so I can get to work on time. But the good thing is I get off of work earlier now, so.
Yeah, just hit me up.
I was working 9:30 a.m. until 8 p.m. So, for the people who are watching the stream, hit the Discord link in the description, so that, or copy and paste it, whatever you got to do, to come hang out with us. We're gonna start game nights. We're gonna start having good times playing. We're gonna be playing like board games and card games and stuff together. And this is gonna be, it's all about community. That's what I want. I want everybody to be a community, hanging out, talking. That's what this is all about. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for coming and watching. I'm gonna end the stream real fast here.